Hey, what's up everyone, and welcome to another reaction video for today. And this time I'm taking a look at a brand new Resident Evil Village, not trailer, mind you, but this is a IGN first, meaning we're going to get some more gameplay and some more details about 5 hours of the game that they played. I'm assuming there's going to be some gameplay in here. I actually already know there's some new gameplay in this, and I think a bunch of other people covered it as well, but IGN's usually reliable when it comes to this stuff. When it comes to their IGN first, they do a pretty good job. So, yeah, let's take a look. Almost 6 minutes. Let's go. I want to see the tall lady. I want to see her grab you and then choke you, because that's my fetish. Anyway, let's go. It is, though. I need help.
Someone please tell me, what the hell is going on here?
5 hours.
No. The place is full of nothing but blood and death.
Just like my house.
This preview is based on IGN's world-exclusive hands-on with the first 5 hours of Resident
Shotgun's
Evil
looking
Village
nice.
At Capcom's headquarters in Japan. We played mainly on PS5 as well as the PS4 Pro version.
This game's gonna be terrifying, yeah. Okay. Alright, this is gonna be just
Our
5 minutes a
hands-on
game?
with Resident Evil Village starts out quietly. As Ethan Winters, the protagonist of Resident Evil 7 Biohazard, we walk through a snowy landscape in the middle of the night. No action, no cutscenes, but it's already eerie and full of tension.
I'm already scared.
Before long, we arrive at an open point that looks over the village, with the atmospheric Castle Dimitrescu in the background. It felt
like
an
some
instant
from a
classic
Hammer
video
horror
game
film.
Moment. Village's expertly crafted environmental storytelling, making an impression right from the start.
That's looking
But the
terrifying.
exhilarating action soon follows. While it is a direct sequel to Resident Evil 7, Village's mechanics borrow a lot of ideas from Resident Evil 4. And when equipped with a handgun and a knife, I was able to throw enemies off balance by shooting them in the leg and follow up with a blade, or kick them away after a well-timed block.
You can kind of do that 7,
With
but not
limited ammo, I
really.
decided to run from my Lycan attackers. Lycans are roughly equivalent to the zombies of previous games in the series. I entered a house and blocked the entrance by throwing a shelf in front of the door, another Resi 4 mechanic.
Yeah, I guess you could do that in a demo.
I open the door and proceeded to throw
I
him
did
to the
though.
floor.
Me, I just ran past him because I was scared. Oh, horse? What? Lycans on horses?
Once the Lycans finally left me alone, the gameplay became more puzzle-centric,
Alright, so
preventing
this is
the
the demo.
otherwise seamless route to the castle from being too easy. Village's early puzzles feel like any classic Resident Evil game, except that here you'll have to interact with the villagers in order to solve them. The village is dotted with small secrets, and there were plenty of directions I could have headed, and I also could have happily spent more time exploring. But Castle Dimitrescu was waiting. After some horrific detours, I finally made it inside the castle, ruled by the favorite 9'6" giantess, Lady Dimitrescu, and her 3 bloodthirsty daughters. Ethan is brutally tortured by the 4 dominant women.
Come on!
The moment he enters
Damn,
the
Ethan
castle,
could take
which
some
makes the premise
damage.
of a relatively weak man hunted by much stronger women.
Relatively
clear right
weak?
away.
Yeah.
Wherever you go in the castle, Lady Dimitrescu or one of her daughters is always nearby,
Really?
controlling the premises
Fuck
in
that.
real time. Lady Dimitrescu lets out an elegant laugh whenever she notices Ethan, and seeing her slowly walk towards you leaves a lasting
Oh
impression.
no! Ah!
You'll have to consider her long reach. when
Fuck
evading
this!
attacks.
I'm out.
And if
I'm
you're
in.
backed into
I'm
a
out.
corner, her
I'll
size
stay.
makes
I
it
won't.
difficult to find a way out.
Mama?
In one section, you have to lure her to different corridors to get around her for just long enough
Holy
to
shit.
open a door before
That's
she
not-
eviscerates you.
Dude, Jack Baker I
love
thought
how
was scary.
Capcom has found ways to
Shit.
make Lady Dimitrescu's height so much more than just a visual spectacle. Before even thinking of finding a way to face Lady Dimitrescu, you'll have to deal with her 3 daughters.
They're gonna
who
be
are much
annoying
more
as
agile
fuck.
and elusive, creating an entirely
I'm getting
different
Marguerite
fight.
vibes from this.
Each daughter has a particular common weakness, but the varied situations in which you fight them result in mini-boss battles that
See, that's it.
all
When
turn
I
out
see her, then I'll be like,
This
oh,
design choice
well, I'm not that
reminded me
scared
of
of
a
you. You
Zelda
just look like a
version that
goth
has
chick.
the player solve different puzzles with the same item.
So did they keep doing this? They keep dragging you around? Or is that just like cutscene stuff? Stop laughing. Fuck's so funny? Nothing's funny. I'm hurt and I'm
Mother,
bleeding.
I bring you fresh prey.
By solving puzzles, which are pleasingly old
Whoa.
school if not too difficult,
Rock of
you
Ages?
gradually gain more access to different areas of the
Oh
castle.
my god, this game looks
For just
gorgeous.
one area in a bigger game, Castle Dimitrescu
Look how
feels
good this
surprisingly
looks.
expansive.
Holy
and getting
shit.
lost was always more fun than frustrating. Evading specific recurring enemies while solving puzzles reminded me of the Baker family from Resident Evil 7.
Shit. I don't know.
The
Should I
village is much
stay?
more over the top setting and literally larger than life characters. I never had the feeling that I
Okay.
was simply repeating that experience.
It's gonna be terrifying.
Castle Dimitrescu has more to offer than just Lady
Oh,
Dimitrescu
fucking
and her
goblins.
daughters. Certain parts of this area have you fight against a large number of enemies, resulting in an action-packed experience that felt closer to Resident Evil 4 than to 7. Enemy
Okay.
types vary depending on the location, such as flying creatures in a rooftop area, and I was
What?
forced to adapt my playstyle along the way. And don't ask why, but
Big
Weapon
boy.
Merchant Duke has a convenient room
Duke.
on the first floor.
I'm gonna call him
You'll be
Big
coming
Boy.
back to Duke to buy ammo and upgrade your weapons again and again. Another aspect that feels similar to Resident Evil 4. And I loved his character design. After
Yeah.
being relentlessly hounded by Lady
I'm glad they
Dimitrescu
finally
and
put me
her
in a video
daughters,
game.
I felt a sense of relief every time I saw his jolly face. Duke proves that there is more to Village's character design than just the super memeable Lady D. While
Meme.
2005's
I'm sorry,
Resident
what?
Evil 4 revitalized
Meme.
both the Resi series and the modern third-person shooter, for some fans, the action-packed gameplay was a step away from the survival horror experience.
This
they'd
seems
come
like
to
it's a
love.
good balance.
What makes Castle Dimitrescu so remarkable is that it manages to deliver Resident Evil 4's action and Resident Evil 7's dedication to survival horror in one package. One moment you're running helplessly from a giant mistress, the next moment you're blasting away with your shotgun at a multitude of smaller enemies.
Would they have
We spent
swords?
close to 4 hours inside Castle Dimitrescu, which is only one chapter in a much larger game.
Whoa.
If the rest is as diverse and robust as Castle Dimitrescu, Village might just become a new favorite for Resident Evil fans of all stripes.
Yeah.
Resident Evil Village is set to release on May 7th. For more Village,
That was a really
check
good
out
video.
our PS4 Pro gameplay footage, catch up on Capcom's latest showcase, and look out for more throughout April from IGN first.
Jesus. Dude, 4 hours and that's one chapter? How many chapters it could be? Is this gonna be just as long as Resident Evil 4 was? Because that's easily the longest. I think even if you compare it to, well, maybe not. Resident Evil 6, I feel like you could probably finish that in like 15 hours. Because each of the campaigns are really short. Like, you can finish each one around 3 to 4 hours. I think Ada's campaign is like 2 hours, so it really matters on how fast you are. So there's 4 campaigns altogether. 3 of them you can finish in around 3 to 4 hours. So it matters on how quick. But I feel like I could be wrong there. So maybe 12 to 15 hours you could probably finish that game. If you're taking your time and trying to get all the secrets and stuff, I'm sure there's a lot in Resident Evil 6. I don't even remember. It's been almost 10 years since that game came out, which is nuts. I remember playing that game day one. It was a terrible Resident Evil game, but it was a fun game. It wasn't technically a bad game. It was just a bad Resident Evil game. Anyway, that was really well done. I mean, I knew she was gonna follow you around. I knew that obviously, but like just seeing her, like you could see why they made her so big. Like some people were wondering, like, why is she so big? They made her big so you look at the Tyrant, you look at Nemesis, and say, who the fuck are those? Look at this big babe. She coming at you with big ass claws. She's gonna cut you up, and you're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. Anyway, looks great. I can't wait. Only a few more weeks too. I don't know if I'm gonna be ready for it though. Like I'm gonna have to grow a lot more, braver. That's the word I'm looking for. I have to be brave. I mean, Resident Evil 7 wasn't too bad. I actually played that game 3 times. So, after the first time, the only part that still creeps me out, all 3 times creep me out playing that game, is the ship part when you're on the ship as Mia. That part's like really terrifying because you have like, in the first part at least, you have no real way to fight the mold. I wonder if they're gonna like bring back that in some way, like the mold will show up for whatever reason. I don't know. Probably not. I like the mold. I like when they explode, like their head explodes. It was always a satisfying effect. Anyway, I think I'll play some Resident Evil 7 actually. Anyway, there you go. That's it. Good stuff, IGN. You did a good job. You played 5 hours of a game. Whoop-de-doo. What do you want, fucking cookie? Anyway, bye.